Alyssa Matheson, and I don't know about you, but I am loving all the creative ideas I've been seeing on social media to keep people entertained and encouraged during this global quarantine of sorts we've been experiencing. I've seen push-up challenges and cover songs and family dance videos, all bringing people closer together and building community in a significant time of transition. Speaking of being entertained, my Enneagram 7 friend Daniel is here, and he makes a living providing entertainment and memorable experiences for people during their weddings, proms, corporate parties, and anywhere else there's a party going on. Although the entertainment industry has taken a hit with the coronavirus circulating, that has not stopped Daniel from being his normal, entertaining self in this conversation today. His fiancée Katie happened to be with him while he was here, so I pulled her into the conversation partway through to talk a little RTR Pro Entertainment with us. So grab your coffee and join us at the table. We're talking about smoke bombs, Santa Claus, and the shirtless wonder. Today on What's Next, God? Daniel, do you drink coffee?
I do drink coffee.
All the time? Every day? Or just on occasion? Are you a social drinker, Daniel?
No, I think because of my work schedule, I've started drinking it every morning at work just because it's available. I think I'm a situational. Like if it's readily available, I'm good. But if I have to like make an effort to go get coffee, then it's like it's not a priority.
I don't want it that
for
bad.
me.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of like a grown up thing now too. You kind of feel. Do you feel like
it is? I feel like with every sip, a little more hair grows on my chest. Katie's super excited about that, aren't you?
Your fiance. She's like, yay, yeah. Stop drinking coffee. Yeah. That's hilarious. So coffee is not what makes you hype. Can I say hype? Is that kind of funny? Because
that's a good adjective.
Yeah. How else would you describe yourself? For people that do not know Daniel Barnett, describe Daniel Barnett.
That's a loaded statement.
In single words. Just give me words, like adjectives.
Energetic.
Yes.
Optimistic.
Yes.
Charismatic.
Yes.
Joyful.
Yes.
Spontaneous.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Spontaneous, yes.
Can I do hyphenated words?
Yes.
Goal-driven.
Okay.
We're going to throw a hyphen in there.
Are you an Enneagram 3? What is your Enneagram number? Do we know?
Oh, I'm 7.
You are a 7.
I'm 7 through and
through. Of course you are. Well, you said goal-driven, and I was like, oh, 3. No, you are so a 7.
Mm-hmm. So, and that's why I love that, the Lord brought Katie into my life because she's a hardcore 1.
Team 1, Katie, all the way.
And even because it's like, even like with our business and stuff like that, I so see big picture and live in the future so often that she kind of hones it back in and makes it reality and makes it like, okay, these are the steps to get to where we're trying to get this thing. Yeah.
I want to bring Katie in here in just a little bit and talk.
Sure.
So Katie's your fiance.
You
guys are getting married. I want to bring her in here in just a little bit. Let me talk to you, Daniel, because I want to know if you'll play the random game of questions with me really fast.
Of course.
So, okay, because I feel like this is a great way to get started for people to kind of get to know Daniel Barnett.
For sure.
Because I've known you since you were in high school.
Yeah, you've known me a long time.
Yeah. I've kind of watched you grow up. Mm-hmm. In fact, you just walked in my house and I feel like you've gotten taller and you're 26.
Yeah.
It's like you had another growth spurt since I saw you last year. Mm-hmm. And so I've kind of gotten to watch you grow up. But for people that may not know you, we're going to play our random game of questions, just something silly. We actually put this on social media because I wanted to hear what everybody's answers were.
For sure.
All right. Daniel Barnett.
All right.
Question number 1. Oh, this is perfect for you. This is going to be a hard one for you to answer, though.
Okay.
If you had to name the best song of all time, what would it be?
Oh, that's so easy.
Because
no. Yeah, by Usher.
Yeah, by Usher.
I mean,
best song of all time.
I think it's the best song of all time. You turn that song on anywhere, universally, you're going to get a party going.
There we go. So if you don't know the song, everybody look it up and think of Daniel Barnett.
There we go.
That's his song. Question number 2. If you had to spend the rest of your life in the company of a single type of animal, what would it be?
Oh, I don't want to be that basic white dude, but
a dog.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Yeah, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. So I guess a dog.
I think dogs are like Enneagram 7s.
Oh, for sure. Always.
You know, just
unconditional
that happy,
love.
wants to have a good time. Somebody play with me. That kind of thing. I just feel like that would just suit you.
No, totally.
As a 7.
Yeah, no, it's a dog.
What kind of dog do you like?
Ooh, me and Katie have been discussing this because...
Have you really?
After we get married, that's going to be like the first thing we do is get a dog. Personally, I want a Labra... No, not a Labra.
Labradoodle?
A Labradoodle. Yeah, that's what it's called, right?
I think so.
A Labradoodle or a Golden Doodle?
Golden Doodles are what... Yes,
I do like... The Labradoodles are darker, though.
Yes.
Or, even this. My sister and Chris, they just got a Irish setter.
Oh.
And there's an Irish Doodle.
There is?
And they're just beautiful because they got that beautiful red coat. They're smart. They're, they don't shed. So it's...
I could see you and Katie with an Irish Doodle.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I could see you with something like that. It's kind of like a mix of the two of you,
Yeah.
To kind of do something like that. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, when you get that, make sure you post pictures online so everybody can see.
For sure.
See the puppy life. Okay. Question number 3. If you were to add a 13th month to the year, where would you insert it? My business brain goes, oh, I know where he's going to insert it if it were about business. But if it were about personal, like what's your favorite time of year? Where would you insert another month?
See, I'm a summer guy.
Yeah.
Sun's out, guns out, baby. so I think I'd put the month between June and July.
So you like the sun, the heat, the beach.
Give us 3 months of just
the
beach and everything else. But you're right, in my business mind, I'd put it between April and May.
Yeah.
Extend that wedding season another month.
Yep.
Make it ideal.
Yep, because he's a DJ. We're going to talk about that. Well, I
call it weddinary. That would be the month's name.
Weddinary. April, weddinary, May, June, July.
Yep.
Well, we'll submit that and just see if maybe, I don't know, we can get President Trump to add us a 13th month for you.
I feel like right now anything's possible.
Anything could happen. And hey, you know what? We don't even need them to tell us it's okay. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Who says we can't?
Social conformity.
We'll get Katie, your brilliant, organized administrator of a soon-to-be wife over there to just make us a new calendar, and we'll
start posting it.
We'll get it on social media, and we'll just get everybody on board with it. We just completely changed the world.
Why is there an extra month? They're like, what are you talking about? This is just a normal calendar.
New 2020 would be the perfect year to start it.
It would.
All right, we've got 2 months to get our game together. Less than that.
2020, it came in with a bang.
It sure did.
Like, I saw a meme and it was like, whoever started this game, and it had like the Jumanji board. I said, please finish as soon as possible.
Because we need life back to normal. I don't think life will be back to normal. I think there will be a new normal. Like,
I've been wondering that.
Yeah.
Like, I really have. Like, I'm like, okay, so because things are they feel so different and everything's just weird. I'm like, is when everything settles down, is it going to be different than what it was before?
It is. It will. And I feel like if we pay attention right now, I was talking to somebody last night about this. If we pay attention, there's so much opportunity right
100%.
now in this little season that we feel like is, we're just on pause until things get back to normal. I think if we change the way we see this time, this can be a significant time of preparation for acceleration.
Exactly.
For when things start rolling again.
I think when things kick back into, settling down, the people who are at the forefront and you see the movers and the shakers, you're going to know who spent the time wisely and made the adjustments. And that's what we've kind of talked about too. It's like, okay, this is a circumstance that nobody has control of. How are we going to capitalize on this to make ourselves better in the industries that we're in?
And it's really for the pioneers, because we've never been here before. I mean, we've not had anything like this ever happen before. We've had global crisis in lots of different ways, or, what happened with 9/11, things like that did shift. Y2K. I mean, you were probably just born. No, you were little.
I remember Y2K.
But there's all of those things that have happened that have been significant in history, but we've not had this before. And there's not a template for it. There's not a do this or don't do that. There's not. So it's almost like we get to
create
exactly
what is going to, we get to decide and start moving in that direction on what we want to see happen.
No, for sure.
Instead of waiting for somebody to tell us what to do, let's just do it.
And it's hard, you know what I'm saying? It's uncomfortable, but I feel like even in the midst of limitations, in a sense, you know what I'm saying, with the curfews and the government coming down on businesses to close and to, you know, to be spread out. I feel like in the midst of limitation, you have the greatest opportunity for inspiration and to stand out amongst the rest, you know?
Yes, I agree. And to lead something and go, this might be what some people are doing or saying, but we're just going to go a different direction.
Exactly.
That lead something entirely new and different.
Because even in our industry, I mean, you got to think the first thing to go, I mean, the first wave was the entertainment industry, you know?
Right, because it's a little extra.
It is. I mean, you just don't have to have it. It's not a necessity. It is very much a luxury.
Yes.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's an industry that, you know, is very lucrative and is successful. And if you do it right and you build your business right, you know, I mean, you can be very successful.
Right.
But it's right. I mean, and it's the first thing to go, though. I mean, the first thing is, okay, when are we postponing? Okay, we can cancel this. Like, in the midst of a pandemic, you know, it's hard to, I guess, rationalize a DJ. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, even in this industry, it's okay. So what is the name of our game now? You know, like where are we going to benefit the most during this? And that's really, I mean, I guess really the name of the game right now is being the most conformative for brides and the people in those situations. Mm-hmm. It's being the best to work with in these rescheduling times. And because, I mean, they're devastated. This is supposed to be the biggest day of their life. And for them to have to move it, well, then you don't want somebody like us where, okay, we're your vendor. We're somebody you're hiring to make this day all it can be. Mm-hmm. The best thing we can do is to let them know, hey, we're on your team. We're there for you.
So let's give them this 13th month. Weddinary. Let's just make it up.
Boom.
That's it. We just solved. All right, brides.
All right, brides.
We've got
all
a solution.
Of you that are having to reschedule, you will be in the month of Weddinary.
We're going to make it happen. Mm-hmm. Daniel and Katie. Perfect. Question number 4. If you could have witnessed any biblical event, what would you have wanted to see?
Oh, I think the Ascension.
Oh, yes.
So you saw it. It's like I saw him go up. I heard what he said. He's coming back.
The ascension of Jesus. Mm-hmm. Do you think he just floated up? Do you think angels carried him up? He just floated up. Jesus just went up into the sky.
I'm hoping he just floated up.
Or did he
with his arms out?
Did he Superman it, arms up and kind of fly up?
Just
that, or just that, like we see in Easter?
The conservative worship pose as he goes into heaven.
Okay.
And he just disappears into the sky.
Like in all the Easter plays and cantatas, the way they do it, where he floats up in the baptismal, up high.
Exactly.
Just like that. That's the way it happened in the Bible.
I hope so.
I wonder what it was. I wonder how long it took.
I know. And then how long did they
Was it like a hot air balloon? Like you sit there and watch and watch and watch and watch until you can't see it anymore? Was it like that? Was it something that was fast? Like he ascended and he was gone?
Did the clouds cover him up? Did he disappear before the clouds?
Interesting. Well, if you ever get to go back and see that, you'll just have to let me know.
Yeah, I will.
If you could visit only one more place in the world that you've never been, where would you go for your final voyage?
Hawaii.
Your parents have been to Hawaii.
Oh, they have. And my mom, she follows Hawaii on all social platforms.
Yes.
And she brags about it.
It's like your half brother.
Exactly. But
she probably loves.
No, a little bit more than
she does not love more than you. But your mom loves Hawaii a lot.
She does. No, and they love it. And their trip was amazing. You know, they got everything out of it they could. I mean, they visited the different islands. They did all the touristy stuff.
So glad they got to do that.
I was
that was amazing. All right, we just have 3 more.
All right.
Question number 6. If you could recover one thing you've lost in your lifetime, what would you wish to find? If you could recover one thing you've lost in your lifetime, what would you wish to find?
That's a deep one.
I know. Have you lost anything?
I could be like my
innocence. A baseball card.
No, I'm just playing.
A favorite toy you had when you were 7.
What have I lost?
A favorite T-shirt that you got at church camp that everybody signed. I don't know. I had somebody say they've never lost anything before.
I mean, I'm sure I've lost homework or something.
Did you ever lose a girlfriend that was kind of important to you? Did you ever have to break up with somebody?
No. I'm with the perfect girl right now. So
has she always been around?
She has. It just took a minute for me to realize that she was.
You almost lost her.
100%.
Oh.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah.
But you get.
Yeah. Came close.
Came close to losing her.
But Grace.
I almost missed Dave. I did. I almost missed it. When he was there, I was like, he's great and everything. I just don't know that that's it.
I remember the first time I ever met Dave. I remember the first time. It was me and Alex Nelson. And we had come back from Bear Creek, jumping cliffs, all that kind of stuff. Well, we get back to the ramp parking lot, and it's in the front parking lot.
I know the story you're going to tell.
And Nelson had a flat tire on his Jeep. And Mr. Dave so kindly came out, and he sees us. And if you know me and Alex Nelson, like, we're men, but we're not like the kind of men that like you would.
But you
see,
were also
like fixing like
20
cars.
and 21.
That's
you were
true.
still young.
No, we were.
Yeah.
And he comes out there, and we have a winch, or a car jack to jack the car up. Well, I don't know if it was me or Nelson. I'm not just going to be like, well, Nelson did. Somebody put it in the wrong place, and we have the wheel off, and Mr. Dave, he's helping us with this whole thing, and he gets under there. Well, the car falls off the jack. And I mean, dude, that could have been like really serious, honestly.
Yeah,
like,
he could have been pinned
bad.
under the car. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But dude, I just remember it caught on something because it didn't land on Mr. Dave, praise God. And yeah.
He survived.
Yes.
He's good.
Praise God.
Speaking of Alex Nelson, I was actually thinking of him earlier today because so you were the kind of person, Daniel, when you were in high school, that people like you and Alex Nelson are, I don't want to say scary for me, but you guys make me nervous.
Really?
Yes. So, because you do things that are just so, like, I don't know, that scare me.
That's fair.
That just jumping off cliffs.
Yeah.
Or
he actually just asked me to be in his wedding. So
oh, that's so
we'll be jumping
great.
off cliffs in Washington State.
That's just why, like, the things you guys do, it's like, for me, because I'm a mom, and I just think, oh my gosh, like, I think about your mom and the prayers she must have prayed over you.
The Lord made my mom a praying woman for a reason.
Yes,
because he knew that I
Daniel
was
Barnett.
coming into the world. And
yes, I mean, there is like no fear in you. You guys just do things and just go for it. And I'm like, whoa. I don't know if that's a good idea, but you guys just go for it.
yeah,
You just do it.
because sometimes, and it might be just landing on my feet a lot in life. It's kind of made me realize I feel like some of the best moments have come out of spontaneity.
Yeah.
So,
Like the time you
like
periscoped. Was it a periscope that you
yeah,
ran
man,
through your
that
house
was a
in the
long
middle of the
time
night?
ago, yeah. And I had like 13 people watching, but you would have thought I had the whole world. And I go and wake my mom up, and she's like tucked in the bed. I'm like, Mom, they love us. And they're like giving us hearts. And I was like, they love us. Look at that.
And your mom was asleep and had no idea
Yeah, she did. She had no clue
what you were doing.
And then she wakes up and she's like, oh, okay. It was just,
See,
it was
things
great.
like that. So when I started getting to know you, I was just, another reason that terrified me is I thought, I am looking at my son Max in 10 years. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle that, because my son Max is just like that.
Which I will say this, your son Max is literally one of the smartest humans I think I've ever conversated with. So,
but he has no fear. He'll just do whatever.
I love it. That's awesome though.
I guess there's some things I'd just rather not know that he does. You know, I'm like, if you're going to go jump off a cliff, don't tell me.
Yeah, there's some things, you know, I chose not to tell Pam and Kevin. You know, I just pray and just go. Just live life, you know?
Go for it. Well, you are 26 now.
Yeah, so. I mean, it's different now. I'm talking about like back then, like, and it was great because it was like I was around RSM so much, but it's like I wasn't like, in RSM, so it was like,
which was our ministry school here in Hamilton.
So it's the Ranch School Ministry, and so it was like I got to be around those guys, but I guess I didn't have the same rules as those guys.
Yes,
so it'd be like, and they'd be freaking out about like scripture tests and like having to remember like whole books of the Bible. And I'd be like,
let's go to Bear Creek.
I know, for real. Like one time.
At 2 a.m.
That's exactly what happened. So me and this whole house, it was actually back the Animal House.
Yes.
Like, do they still use that?
No, it's Ian Bounds now, I believe.
So when it was the Animal House, Ian Bounds, I'm talking about the whole house. Those guys, I mean, I walked in. I don't even know why I was there, but I just walked in at like 11 at night. Probably just been hanging out downtown or something. And dude, they were just stressing, I mean, to the max. And I was like, you know what we need to do? We need to go to Bear Creek. I said, y'all need to leave this house right now and come with me to Bear Creek. And we did.
And went to Bear Creek in the morning.
Went to Bear Creek and just jumped cliffs by that point, it was probably like 12:30 in the morning. And they went back, studied. And
they were good.
Pretty sure all of them passed. I'm just saying that. I really don't
died.
know. What?
And nobody died.
No.
And everything was okay.
No.
See, that's where I have to go. Okay, everything's going to be okay, Melissa. It's okay. They can just let boys be boys, almost in a way.
Because you want to push limits, but I never wanted to do anything to like make somebody die.
No, and you're not disrespectful. You're not a person that's going to hurt anybody or anything like that. You don't want that at all. For sure. You are just the fun guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just go have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun, but safe fun to a point.
Safe fun.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 7. If you had to give the same gift to everyone you know this Christmas, what would you be giving?
I would give them...
What's the most useful thing you've got in your life right now?
My truck. so
and you get a new car, and you get a new car, and you get a new car.
Probably what could everybody use? I want it to be universal. I mean, I guess a laptop, that's universal.
Yeah, that would be good.
A hairbrush.
A hairbrush.
Well, I take it back. People losing their hair, that's not universal.
I know. Okay, wait. Speaking of
Starbucks
Christmas,
gift card.
There you go. As long as they're open, I guess.
Drive through.
Hey, I remember a Christmas party that you came to in high school. Let's see. We were at the White House where Missy and Molly and Julie and Betsy and all of them lived.
Oh, the shirtless wonder, baby.
It's Christmas time. We're having a Christmas party. Somebody knocks on the door and we answer it. And you are standing there with a pair of shorts.
And a scarf.
And you had shoes on, I think.
Yeah, I had shoes on.
But shorts and a scarf. And that was it.
Yeah.
That was your Christmas party outfit.
And the party was here. And then when I walked in with no shirt and just a scarf.
The party just went wild.
So.
And then I was like, oh, dear heavens, what are we going to do? I saw my son Max in 10 years going to Christmas parties. Like, no.
But it's weird because it's like in the moment, it was perfect. It was great. But then,
it was so perfect.
But then like justifying it now, it's like,
why did I do that?
So you just got to understand, like, it needed it.
It needed it.
The moment needed it.
Yes.
Whether you can make sense in your head or not.
Yeah.
Just understand. But that wasn't the only party I went to like that.
No. Oh, I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure you've been to several.
That's how I came up with the shirtless wonder, because I just show up places without a shirt on. That's why summer's the best months.
Do we still do that?
Oh, no, can't.
No, you can't.
Can't do that. No.
Katie's saying no to the shirtless wonder. So you grew up here in Alabama, yes?
I did. Born and raised in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
And then I lived 8 years in Hamilton.
Okay.
So.
And you have a sister, Kelly.
Yes.
And you guys are pretty close.
Super close.
Very close.
Mm-hmm. With her and my my brother-in-law, Chris.
Yep. You and your sister, the stories of you and your sister growing up, like locking each other out of the house. And did I hear a story about that?
Yeah.
Did you have clothes on that time?
I did.
She locked your
I love that. Like with any story, you have to preface it by like, okay, was I clothed during this?
Did Daniel have clothes on?
Story? Yeah. But
tell me one of your favorite memories of you and Kelly growing up.
Well, Kelly, my dad always says it this way. He says that she used the art of persuasion. So she would throw out an idea. I would catch it, be like, man, that could be like a really great time. So I would just go and do it. And then I would get in trouble for it, even though she was the one
that had the
who
idea.
cast the vision for it. So I would say one time I was at, because I grew up in church. So like a lot of my things that happened. Okay, so I was at a youth event and I saw this pastor use a smoke bomb in his demonstration in the youth room.
Oh.
So he lights the bomb, throws it on the ground. I don't even know what his illustration was. I don't know why he's
You
using
just
it.
remember the smoke bomb.
So, but he gave me 2 of them after it was over. I guess he has like some backups.
Oh, bad idea.
So I was like, okay, these can be used indoors. Like I watched.
Because you just saw the youth pastor.
Yeah, no, he did it. And nothing caught on fire. Nothing was.
No.
So,
Daniel, no.
my Aunt Cindy.
No,
Dear
Daniel,
God.
no.
Aunt Cindy. So she would always, growing up, dear God, she would always give me the reactions I was looking for. So all my crazy stories would happen around Aunt Cindy. So one night we're over there at her house and we're hanging out because my cousins are mine and my sister's age. So Megan, my older cousin, is my sister's age, and Steven is 1 year younger than me. So we would hang out with them. So we're hanging out with our cousins. And it's like real late. And we just live around the block from them. So I can literally walk to their house. So we're sitting in there. It's late at night. And I tell Kelly, I'm like, I have these smoke bombs. I was like, how funny it would be if I like lit one and threw it in here. She's like, you have to do it. Like, we'll get everything
Kelly.
ready. She's like, so she's amping this thing up. So I'm like, yes. And she just turned 16. So we have a getaway car. So we planned it out. And for some reason, it took my aunt forever to go to bed, but she finally did. And we get everything ready. The getaway car is cranked and ready to go. My cousins they're just going to get in their beds, lights out. And then I'm just throwing it, heading out. So
You're going to throw this smoke bomb in the house.
Yes.
And then run.
And then run.
Or drive.
And I'm what, 14, 15 at this point. So I light the smoke bomb. And for some reason, I didn't realize like how fast the wick would burn. And it kind of scared me a little bit. So with the wick still burning, scared Daniel, I just go ahead and throw open the door to my aunt's bedroom, throw it in their bedroom. Well, it lands on their bed.
Oh, no.
She's like, Daniel, what are you doing? Well, the next thing I know,
is it on fire?
I just see a flame from the bed. And I'm like, I can't leave these people here to burn in their beds. So, like the man of God that I am, I rush in there and I beat the fire out with my hand.
I thought you were going to jump on it, like without a shirt on, and smother it out.
Yeah. My massive pecs and abs. So I beat this thing out with my hands and I make sure the fire's out and I see the smoke starting to come out. So I'm like, we're good. So I jet out. And when I get outside, I don't even get in the car. I just keep running. And I run all the way home to our house. And I don't know why I thought my parents would think it's funny. We wake them up and like let them know, hey, we just threw a smoke bomb at Cindy's house. Yeah. And they were so mortified and mad. And we got in so much trouble for doing that. And then I found out, they wound up having to open up their doors, their windows. Like they had to air their house out. So, going back, would I change it?
Yes.
Nah, I'd still do it. But moving
because
forward,
everybody would be safe and alive. They just have to air their house.
Exactly. But would I advise anybody else to do that? Of course not.
No.
If I see somebody, a young 14, 15-year-old, and they're like, hey, I got a smoke bomb. I'm about to throw it in somebody's house. I'm like, no, don't do that.
Yeah. I already did that.
Yeah.
It's already been done.
That's not an original idea.
Do something else.
Yeah, do something else.
Yeah.
Like, go shoot a firecracker off in the woods or something,
Poor Aunt Cindy. Oh my goodness. And it's all because Kelly said, yeah, go do it.
Yeah, man. I had it, and then she just took that idea and just made it like, this is going to be one of the greatest things we've ever done. Which, I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
10 years later, we're still talking about it.
Oh, yes.
So, I mean, it was a moment.
I love you and Kelly's relationship. Just how much you guys love each other and how connected.
Yeah. And
even now as adults, how involved you guys are in each other's lives.
For sure.
So.
And it's more of an effort now, like, because I'm in Huntsville and she's in Tuscaloosa.
Yep. Because you grew up in Tuscaloosa.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And because even today, like, we're heading from here, we're actually going to Tuscaloosa.
Oh, good.
Just spend the rest of the weekend with them. So really excited. But, I just, I love mine and my sister's relationship. I love how close we are. And I love that even Chris coming into, our lives, how great of a fit he is. Like, literally now it's to the point where I'm like, I can't even imagine life without Chris. Like, he's that great. He's that amazing. Same thing with Katie. She just fits so well into, the family mold that we already have. So,
and you have an amazing family, just an incredible family. You even have an incredible relationship with your mom and dad. And I just so love that. Your whole family is just amazing. Love them all. So after high school, what did you do? Did you ever take classes, go to college, do anything like that?
Yeah. So right before I graduated, I actually came up and became a part of Chosen.
Okay, so Chosen is a ministry team here at the Ramp in Hamilton, Alabama, and they do ministry during our events and conferences here. So you were part of that team doing ministry, traveling.
For sure. And that was
you did that for years.
Yeah, I was on there for 7 years.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
I mean, you got to think, I still danced with like Micah and them, like right at the very,
because
very
you were still in high school. Oh, wow. That's right.
So.
Oh, Daniel. Wow.
Moved up here and literally that fall enrolled at Bevel State here in Hamilton.
Yes, that's right.
It's community college here in Hamilton. And did that for, I guess, probably 2.5 years because I was so focused on just the traveling and ministering and all that.
Jumping off cliffs in Bear Creek. Just being...
Water wars,
college age. Oh, like the water wars. We can't get into that conversation.
Yeah, but then really almost the full time I was on Chosen, I was in school. So went to Bevel for 2.5 years, went to UNA for 2.5 years, and then graduated spring of 16. And then
what's your degree?
It's actually mass communications.
Okay,
it was actually in radio, television, and interactive media.
Very cool.
So, and then, I was in and out of just relationships and stuff like that. So, was in a long relationship for about 4 years. And then, just a couple other ones. But through all that, especially towards the tail end, that's when I, invested into DJing and getting into all that. And what
started that for you? Where was that? Hey, this might be an idea.
It was actually with Clay and Olivia Webb. They're in Manchester now with Ramp Manchester, and was kind of contemplating getting in it and stuff like that. And then they kind of helped me know what to do when I decided to make the big investment, and just spend a couple $1,000s in the lights and the sound system. And I didn't have a mixer. I was still doing everything off of like Apple Music and stuff. So it was cool because, I was starting to get a couple weddings, 1 or 2, doing it with Clay. Because I knew, it's so funny, I was so green coming into it. I'm talking about like...
Well, of course you were.
Ridiculously green. Like
everybody is green at one point.
No background in media whatsoever. So, I mean... I didn't know like how the channels worked. I didn't know about the whole the connecting cables, all that kind of stuff. And now, I mean,
you just wanted to be the fun guy, go to parties and make everybody happy and dance.
I literally just wanted to party, eat the free food.
Yes.
And
have fun.
Make people have the time of their life.
Yes. So
it was just cool because, it just started out as kind of like this thing that I'm just sort of doing. And then it was weird because, like I said, I guess kind of where the relationships came into it was in and out, and then kind of transitioned off of Chosen. Was just working at AT&T here in Hamilton. Just kind of just letting life happen to me, just not really, didn't have a drive to do anything, just felt kind of stuck. There was no really momentum going anywhere in my life.
Yeah. So how long did that season last for you? Let's talk about that for just a minute, because I feel like a lot of people can relate to that.
For sure. I guess that was, let me think, the last thing I did on Chosen was Manchester in 17.
Yes.
So I guess it would probably started earlier that year. So it was probably around May or June of that year, all the way until March of
the next year.
19.
So just this
so I guess 2 years.
Working a job, just kind of letting life happen, just didn't really have a drive to do anything.
Exactly. And it's like I'm this energetic, loud, live life loud person, like that loves goals, loves working
doing
towards things.
Yes.
Yeah, and just lost that. And it was, and like I said, like you said, it's like, dude, my praying parents and my faith in the Lord and my relationship with God really is what helped honestly get me out of that.
Where was that turning point? So when it was like March that something kind of shifted for you, what was that? Was it something that happened to you or something you made happen, or both?
I was so dissatisfied with working at AT&T because I was like, first off, I did not move to Hamilton to get a job at AT&T. I did not go to school.
I did not go to college
for 5 years to work at AT&T. So I think it was just like
no offense, AT&T, but
no. And if you work at AT&T, great benefits.
It's not that, but
you can make decent money there. But
Daniel Barnett was not made for AT&T.
No, yeah. So that's me and Katie. That's we were dating before. We were dating before. Kind of went through a little season where we took a break, and just to because I had a lot. 2016 to 2019. There was a lot. And I changed so much as a person, and I don't even know if that was like, I believe it was the Lord doing it, but I think it was also the result of my own actions and things like that.
Good or bad?
Both.
Okay.
Mostly bad, probably.
Okay.
And
yeah, you're being honest.
Just, kind of had put myself in that place. So I'm also not I hate the victim mentality. Like, I'm like, don't let life happen to you. Make life happen for
exactly.
you. So what it was okay, I've made these decisions. It's put me here. Okay, now I gotta, sleep in the bed that I made. So it's like, I wasn't blaming anybody. I'm like, this is me. And I'm gonna kind of roll with the punches and make the best of what I can. But I'm not blaming anybody for decisions I've made.
Right.
And what was great was, at the beginning of that year, at the beginning of 2019, just hated because, just getting up and going to work was awful. I hated it. And didn't hate the people I worked with, though. It was just the job itself.
Because it's really not what you were created to do.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because I had actually gone back to school to try to do something else, like just to get out of AT&T to do something. So I'm actually in school fall of 18, spring of 2019, had a buyer to buy all of my DJ stuff.
Oh, really?
And get out of it completely. I'm talking about, I had 5 events left through January to June. And the last one being my cousin's wedding. So I was going to do it, sell it to the guy, get out of it, go to physical therapy school. And that was going to be my life.
A year ago. Like a little over a year ago. In 2019.
Yes.
The beginning of 2019. Okay.
So, was doing that, and then got a job offer actually from Katie's dad in Huntsville to come and start doing.
And so you're dating Katie again now.
Yes.
You've had your break. You're back together.
Yeah. So we've had our break. We're back together. And that was even a God thing, because that whole situation was, it really was the Lord, honestly. He brought clarity. He brought a lot of things, even in that small season. And, so, was going to do that. We're back together. And what's crazy is, even before we were back together, February, Valentine's Day, actually, of 2019, she knows I'm selling my business. Like, she knows, like, I told her about it. Like, she knows the guy that was going to buy everything from me. And what it was, she made me because here's another thing, dear God, I was running my entire company off of a Facebook and a prayer. and also didn't have a business license. So not that I was making enough for the IRS to come after me or anything.
Right.
But she knows all this. She makes me a website. Like, spends her own money, spends her own time making a website, making the links, everything like that. And it just so impressed me. I was like, it made me kind of reconsider, like, maybe, like, I love doing this. Like in my company's RTR Pro Entertainment.
Oh, what's the RTR stand for?
What do you want it to stand for?
Do we tell, or we just let people just decide what they want RTR to stand for?
I really let people decide, because I do so much with
other places. Yes.
Like, obviously RTR, if you're in the South, you know,
it could be
Roll Tide Roll. It could be. But
RTR is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But I do so many Auburn weddings and LSU weddings and Tennessee weddings that you need to focus on the pro entertainment. Like RTR, I just love the letters. I love the way they look.
Yep.
I love how clean it looks.
Yep.
On our sign and everything like that.
Maybe you'll have 3 kids one day and you'll name them RTR names, and then it'll be like, that's what they were just named after the kids.
Yeah. Richard, Teresa, and Rudolph. You like that?
Katie's shaking her head no at that one. Hey, Dave, if I pull Katie in, do you have a microphone we could get her? Katie, do you want to come talk to us for a minute? Daniel, we'll keep talking. Dave's going to get her a mic, because she's this is where she kind of comes into the business.
Yeah.
So, Daniel, pull her chair up.
The website's not what caused us to get back together either. So it's
not.
It's not,
okay.
Oh, you made me a website. No, there was...
Be my girlfriend.
No, it was more of like the Lord really had to... It was like a moment that he had to create, where it was like, okay, this is supposed to be the girl I spend the rest of my life with.
Yeah.
So, you know, after that, it was like, I just had a moment with the Lord, and that's really when the clarity came. You know, I guess it was around probably, I'd say it was even closer to March, honestly, you know, when that happened.
So RTR, is RTR Productions, RTR Media, what are you,
RTR Pro Entertainment.
RTR Pro Entertainment. Tell me exactly what you do.
We are a professional lighting, sound, and DJ company.
Okay.
We also have, we are in the process of contracting with live sound, so we'll have a band as well.
That'll be cool.
We have a professional Santa Claus in the work that we are going to be managing and doing. I mean, just literally anything that you can think of.
Entertainment.
It's in entertainment. We do it.
Weddings, proms, Christmas parties.
Yeah, corporate events, municipal events, like downtown stuff, private events, like we do birthday parties, like anything that you would possibly need any kind of lighting,
or sound for,
or an entertainer for, we provide it.
So you do this and are booked constantly for all types of things year round. Pretty much there's something year round you could be doing. And so tell me about the last year, because before we got on air, you were starting to tell me about what the last year's looked like for you. So a year ago, you were a completely different person a year ago.
Yeah.
Working a job in a place, just feeling a little stuck. And here a year later, your business, you have multiple people. How many people probably work for you that you could, because you can run multiple parties in different locations with all of your different guys. 6 guys?
Yeah, we have about 6 people that work for us.
And just do these events all over.
Yeah, but it's a pretty sweet gig. You know, it's like, you know, they're covered. We pay them. There's free food involved. That's always my motivation.
Free food and a party. I'm wondering if all the people that work for you are Enneagram 7s.
Honestly, no. No.
They're not?
Mm-mm. No, they're all really good, and we're super thankful for them. Like, I guess we could. I mean, Isaac Walls.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
a godsend.
You don't understand a godsend. Like, I cannot adequately tell you in words how thankful I am and how great of a person, just in general, Isaac Walls is.
Oh, he's just an incredible man anyhow.
No, he really is.
Just, yeah.
He blows us away with just how amazing he is.
And we just can't thank him enough. So, we love you. We thank you.
So I don't even know if words is like his love language, but
we give them to him.
We give them to him because I'm like, he's literally one of the best humans. So We have our buddy Grant Butler. Same thing. I mean, Grant just came in, and honestly, we didn't know how Grant was going to pan out DJing.
He was just a great guy.
He came to a wedding I was doing, and they were personal friends of mine. So it kind of brings the stress level down a little bit because I know most of the people at the wedding. So, and I'm a very socializing person. So I was like, yeah, dude, I'll show you what we'll do. And I just kind of left him. Now, this isn't how we do everybody, but in this certain situation, I just kind of was like...
He was thrown out to the crows.
He's just thrown...
There you go. Go for it.
And what's great was, like, I'm in a different part of the party or the wedding reception, and I hear mixes on the speakers. I'm like...
Who is that?
And I see him down there, and he's just going at it, and he's just got a natural knack for it. So, just incredible. Also, can't say enough great things about Grant, and... just what a great guy he is, and just how faithful he's been to us.
So these are not people that you have sought out. They've they've just found you in a way, and love doing what they're doing with you guys. So tell me a little bit about tell me something. Tell me why I need a DJ. Tell me why I need lighting. Tell me why I need sound at an event. Like, how does that change what I'm doing? Tell me.
Okay, so you're not really going to remember much about your event, but you will remember how you felt.
Yes.
And there will be key memories from said event. So what we do is we make sure that your entertainment and the product you're getting, because here's the thing. Your DJ, whether people know this or not, especially if we do your ceremony, we do ceremony upgrades, we're either half your day, or no, we're either 3/4 of your day or we're your entire day. So it's important to have somebody professional in that place, since they do take up the bulk of your day. And then when it comes to lighting and stuff like that, I mean...
For pictures, video.
Well, for pictures, and also your atmosphere is 80% lighting. So you can have a sound system. Like some people our Pearl package is just a sound system. It's nothing... And that's fine. We can still have people dancing, especially if they have their own like string lights or whatever. We can make it work, and it can still be a great time. But when you add up lighting, when you add, smoke, when you add, all these different effects that we can provide, I mean, you literally have a banger that's going to be one to remember for a long time. So,
how did you come up with all of these ideas on all these things to do? If you were so green going in, where are you learning all these things?
It's because when you commit, you're kind of thrown into it, and you have to.
Okay.
So even from like lighting, I learned even if you had like stage lighting, like on our truss or like a gig bar or something like that, something simple, even if you added up lighting around the room, you realize like how much of a difference it is, and how much better it makes the room look. So it's just little stuff like that the average person, I would not expect them to know. Like, I'm not going to go to somebody and be like, expect them to know that they need uplighting for an event,
right?
For it to take it to a level that they want it to be at.
Yeah, because here's what I need you guys to know about people like me that might be interested, but I don't know why I would need you.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Because I don't understand the value or the importance of that because I don't know it, and I don't know what questions to ask.
Well, see, and for me, I have been a part of so many different weddings where people just had an iPod hit on shuffle, and now suddenly you don't know what the atmosphere calls for. You don't, everybody's ready to kind of chill out and slow down. Okay, it's time to play something more mellow, something more slow. Okay, now we're ready to pump it up a little bit more. We are ready to cha-cha slide and, Cupid shuffle all day long. But if you just have an iPod on shuffle, it doesn't work like that.
Exactly. It's very just mechanical, automatic. There's nothing, there's no, it's not alive to do that. Katie, what is your role with RTR?
So I am our contracts manager and administrator. So
Vice President.
Of course. The ring said that.
And the soon-to-be mother of the RTRs.
Right, amen. But I do all things admin. Okay. I am admin 100%. So everything marketing, everything contracts, everything inquiries, things like that. Fantastic.
And your role, Daniel, is
as president and head party starter.
Not a professional title.
No, but just CEO, manager over pretty much everything. So, my number's the number they usually call. My number's the one on the website and on any kind of information or anything that we hand out. Mm-hmm. But it's just cool because it's like, just as we've kind of done it, it's just kind of fallen into place and we've gotten really good at it. Yeah. Now, I will say this. For the past year, we've been able to relate with brides, especially because we are also in the same stage that they are.
Yes, you are.
It's like, we can relate with you because we are also engaged and we get married this July. So it kind of puts us on a level playing field with these people.
Yes.
Yeah. Because what we've also noticed is just this industry, it's very man oriented, it's very man run, and no offense at all. This is great. You guys keep trucking. But it is a older guy kind of thing.
For sure.
Yes.
There are a bunch of 40 and 50-year-old men who are doing this. Well, now here we are in our 20s, and not to brag on myself, but a little womanly touch in a man's industry, it just goes a long way.
It's been crazy. We put that on our website.
Yes.
We call it the womanly touch because literally because she'll call out
because I run the website.
Something I want to do, she'll keep us from doing it because from a girl's perspective, she understands a woman would not want that done, whether that's a certain type of lighting, whether that's a promotional thing, whatever.
Because the women are, your brides and even women with so many corporate positions these days, probably event planning and things like that. There are women in those roles.
No,
That's
totally.
very interesting. I've never really thought about that before, Katie, but that makes perfect sense. Yeah. So we have a wedding when? July
18th.
July 18th.
Praise God. Let's go.
Hopefully we'll be able to gather more than 10 people when your wedding comes around.
Amen. Praise God. The Lord is faithful. Yes. He loves me.
But you better believe,
this will be the Facebook party of a lifetime.
I throw parties all the time for strangers. When it comes our time.
Oh, yeah.
It is going to be a show.
So. Is this an open invitation? Everyone listening is going to be like, I want to be at that wedding. No, we're saying no.
Listen, I have a guest list right now of 450 people.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Okay, Mama, you're the one over here planning a wedding too.
Yeah.
So,
it started with 699 people on that
and
list.
We're down to 450.
We are. Yeah. So you're welcome.
It's broke my heart every step of the way, but then you look at financially, you're like, okay, this makes sense.
Yes. What are you most nervous about in wedding planning right now? Is it just the how to accommodate
she's such a planner.
I know she's a planner because she's an Enneagram 1 like me.
Numero uno.
We're already done.
I don't have anything else to plan. I'm bored.
You're done.
Yes,
you're ready.
I have 4 months left to go, and I am bored to tears.
Ready to do this.
So if this Corona can just get out of my way, we
can have a wedding.
Basically,
we are done.
Because even with all this, it's and it's so great because we've learned so much in the past year, even from marketing standpoints to realizing that, we're in a ton of bridal shows.
Yes.
So,
okay.
because we cover we cover Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Huntsville, Florence. We're all over North Alabama.
Because you're living in Huntsville now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so what we're doing is, we're in bridal shows in these places, in Tuscaloosa, in Birmingham, in Huntsville, in Florence, and just learning what's the most effective. How are we generating the most business through? Check. Here we go. All right. So. And even outside of that, with even our marketing, that's not bridal shows. So we're just kind of learning the pros and cons right now. And I feel like we have made a lot of stride, but then now this Corona's happening. Mm-hmm. COVID-19. And, it's just, what's crazy is, and I believe it's our faith in God. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I know the Lord, he protects those that he loves.
Yes.
And, we know he loves us. So, as much as my mind should tell me to freak out because
you have a small business.
Exactly, and it's we've worked so hard to be completely booked.
Yeah.
April through June, every single weekend, running all of our teams. Getting all these guys in there, and
now all the events are canceled.
Well, so at the beginning of April,
the beginning of April.
So,
yeah.
And it's just like, we don't know how long this thing's going to last. So, and it's like, as much as I want to freak out, I'm like, we good. Like,
well, even for ourselves, the other day, I literally, me and Daniel were on the couch together, and I started crying to him just because, somebody had told me, Katie, you need to be ready. You need to be prepared to put this thing on halt. And it broke me to think that somebody, thought that. And then as I'm talking to Daniel, I'm like, but I'm not freaking out. I'm not concerned. And he's like, no, me neither. Everything says that I should be freaking out, but I'm not. And that's just literally because I have a foundation in God, knowing that he's faithful and that he holds me in his righteous right hand and that I'm taken care of.
Yeah.
And it helps that you're marrying an Enneagram 7 because
they
can make anything fun.
Yes. But because even right now, we're starting to fill up our fall.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, August is completely booked for us.
So how do people find you? Say website is the best place to get a hold of you. You guys have a Facebook page?
We do. We get a lot on Facebook. I would say we probably get the most on Facebook, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We do get a lot on our website though. And then Instagram. So we're on all those platforms.
Okay.
And what would
and
you
it's
say
under
there?
RTR
Pro Entertainment.
RTR Pro Entertainment on Instagram.
It's a mouthful,
Facebook.
but
no, it's good. It's good. And we'll put all of that in the show notes too, so people can find it. And then when we post about it, we'll put it on social media. We'll tag you guys and all of this so people can get connected with you and go ahead and get you booked up soon. Hey, give me a sneak peek into your playlist for the reception. Can I know what might be on it? Because, for all these people not going to your wedding, if this is the party of the year, can you tell us what some of the songs on your playlist might be for your reception?
Yeah, by Usher.
We already addressed that one. We addressed that one earlier.
The greatest song of all time.
Yeah, 3 Times by Chris Brown.
Okay.
Man, it's just, we'll have Can't Hold Us by Macklemore.
You will see Daniel rapping.
You will see me rap the entire part.
You might see myself put out a little rap.
Yeah, Katie's going to be rapping.
Go, Katie.
You might see
some synchronized dances.
Some dances, choreographed dances, some speeches, maybe a song or two.
Are you going to sing to her? Because you love to sing.
Oof. 425 people, we're good.
That's my dad can sing. That's been like the mistake of my life. Everybody's like, oh, your dad can sing, so you can sing. I'm like,
No, I remember you love to sing. I've been when you've sang karaoke and stuff before.
Oh, no. I love to sing.
I know you love to sing.
The quality of what comes out when I sing, that's the questionable
I wasn't
part.
asking about the quality. I know the quality. I just wondered if you were going to sing and what Katie was going to do about that.
No, for sure.
When you tried to sing to her at the wedding, in the ceremony, you should so do it. I'm like Kelly right now. Oh, you should so do that, Daniel.
It's like, I think I feel a song coming on. It's like...
Lord, somebody help me.
Grab the microphone.
Listen, it is going to take everything in me to try to control this boy to keep his shirt on.
No. My wedding day, my shirt is not staying on.
It's going to show up at the reception.
And I'm not talking about the honeymoon part. I'm talking about mid-reception, just
no sweat bombs.
My shirt can't contain me any longer.
Somebody help me. Pray for us, please. Pray,
all right,
pray.
Shirts required at the wedding.
It is for the wedding. We're talking about the reception.
Somebody get the boy a scarf.
Or just a bow tie.
Or a bow tie.
Okay.
Maybe smoke bombs will make an appearance, or smoke, not smoke bombs. Maybe,
but smoke will be making an appearance.
Yeah, at the reception.
So
no fire will come with this smoke. What if you had those Hawaiian people because you love Hawaii and want to go to Hawaii? Like they could come in and wear their little Hawaiian skirts and twirl the fire and wear the leis.
Yes.
Oh, and we could roast a pig.
Yes.
Perfect.
And there's gonna be a balance beam in the middle of the dance floor.
And I'm gonna sell tickets and get some of my money back. It'll be great.
It'll be like a circus.
It'll be great.
These are such great ideas. I can't wait for your wedding.
And then like my boy, because what's great is Alice Gallion, he's going to be my best man in my wedding.
Of course.
So our dads are actually going to marry us.
That's amazing.
It's going to be great. And but Gallion was actually, him and Sam were actually two of the people that after Clay stepped in and helped me facilitate what I was doing, even though I was doing on a very small level.
Oh, really?
So Yeah, just shout out to Alex and Sam Gallion.
Oh, we love Alex
I love
and
them.
Sam.
So they're amazing.
Hey, Alex and Sam, I was in Nashville just recently when you were there. We just like barely missed each other in Nashville.
They were
just there. And I was there.
They stayed at Steven's Airbnb.
At Steven's
They loved
Airbnb.
it.
Yes. And they posted pictures and it was beautiful. And I was up there too at the same time and we just missed each other.
And we were actually there the weekend before.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We went up to see Tegan and Herschel.
So great to have friends in all these places.
Herschel DJ's with us too, so
that's cool.
We've tried to incorporate everybody because it's good. But Gallion, I've seen he's a crazy dude too. He's a senior pastor now, but for our wedding, he's gonna. I think him and Sam, they'll cut a rug with us.
Oh yes, they will. Yes, they will.
Because Sam's actually in our wedding as well. So they're both, groomsmen and bridesmaids. So
love them a whole lot. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. Really, it's going to be the party of the year. It really is.
I plan on it.
It's going to be. It's going to be a blast.
I feel like because we've done so many of these, so many events, so many weddings, and you're like, okay, what's the secret sauce? Okay, what gets these people going? And yes, it's important to have a good DJ who knows how to play fun music and make good transitions and get people up out of their seats. But I feel like a big part of it as well, as much as it's important to have a good DJ, it's also who you invite is going to determine the party you have. So you get the right friends up in there.
You hear that, Dave? We didn't get an invite, so I guess
that's not true. I am dressed in blue. Last week.
I'm so kidding.
I'm not saying I don't think we've sent invitations out yet.
No, I was completely joking because Dave and I are old. So
because Dave.
Hey,
you were saying
age ain't nothing but a number.
Because you're talking about all those young people dancing. So who you invite. And two, I think what's also important is what you're celebrating. So not to just talk about just the party, but really the story, your story with Katie. And when we see a story like this and there is this day that we get to come alongside and celebrate what God has done in your lives individually and how he is bringing you guys together, putting this covenant together for the rest of your life. It's like, how can you not just like raise the roof on that? How can you not just like go completely crazy and wild over two people that God has brought together and just really just celebrate that in an amazing way. Yeah. So I feel like that's a big part of it.
And I 100% agree with you, but it's like, that's even like what I love about what we get to do, period.
Yes.
It's like, okay, some people look at it as like, oh, you're just going to party, you're just going to do this or that, but it's like, no, like.
Can be quite critical in that sense of it.
Yeah. And what we get to honestly do is I get to be a part of something that is literally God ordained. Like God made us to make these covenants with each other, to glorify him.
Yes.
And we get to be a part of the celebration of that.
Yes.
And from a spiritual aspect, I mean, like that's a huge honor for us.
Yeah.
Not only is this supposed to be a big day for them, but it's like, man, we actually get to be a part of the celebration of,
the greatest day of their life.
Becoming one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like a direct representation of you make two great yeses in your life, the first one to God and then the other one to your spouse. Well, we don't know what the celebration actually looks like in heaven after the first yes.
Right.
But this yes, we get to see it, and then we automatically know that now it's emasculated 1,000,000 times more.
Yeah.
So it's a direct representation of what's happening in heaven.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes. So it's going to be a big day. Tell me real quick before we close the future of RTR. Cast me some vision. What do we want this to look like?
Go for it, Danny B.
In 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Tell me about it.
We're actually in the middle of expansion now.
Okay.
I guess we can't give too much detail yet. I mean, we're actually opening up our first franchise location.
Oh, wow.
In another state. So RTR is growing pretty significantly. So we're looking at expanding more teams here. I'm looking probably in the next year, I want to have probably I'd say probably next year we probably have about 4 rigs, be running 4 events a weekend with a franchise location that would be growing as well. But big picture, I mean, I want us to be able to do everything. Like not only do we do all your lighting for every event, we do all your sound. We can provide you a DJ or a band. We're making that possible. Santa Clauses, obviously. But I'm even wanting to get into where we are doing your event decorating. where we are, when we eventually have a warehouse, that I'm able to have a warehouse that's full of things that where we can do pipe and drape, everything, chandeliers, all these things.
Yes, props, all of it.
I want to eventually make a state-of-the-art editing suite to where we can have a photographer, videographer on staff with us, to where when you come to RTR, we are not just some little DJ company where we bring a couple speakers and play some music. You come to us for the highest form of entertainment, the highest form of lighting. Everything is the most top notch, but you're also being able to come to us for all your decorating, for your music and sound, for your pictures and everything like that. So we want to be
as a one-stop shop.
A one-stop shop.
Yes.
Like you come and you talk to me and we make appointments with our decorator, our photographer, everything like that. So
that's incredible.
And also we're hoping, we made like 1 year, 5 year, 10-year goals, and this first franchise location, we're using it as kind of like a little baby to try to build a business model to eventually. I want to be all over the Southeast. And Lord, if we can be all over the nation, that would be awesome to really have a franchise name of RTR Pro Entertainment, where it's like no matter where you go,
people know RTR.
You can hire us for that.
Yeah.
Or in that location.
Oh, wow. Yes, do it, Lord. Mm-hmm. And I'll be able to say, I remember when he showed up at Christmas party without a shirt and just a scarf.
That's right.
I knew that guy.
That's right.
So
you remember the shirtless wonder.
Maybe we just need a professional shirtless wonder.
That's what we need. Perfect.
Daniel, I am so proud of you. Just really in this last year, just incredible. I think it's when you are willing to just do the work, get out there no matter what it takes. That teamed with the timing of God and all of these things, it just feels like just such a suddenly for you. It's like you waited 100%. Years and years and years to be in this moment. And it's like it just all together in just a year, just kind of. And if all this could happen in 1 year, I just can't imagine what's going to happen.
No, amen. And
in the next year.
And even, before we get off here, this expedited success, we should not be where we are right now. Yeah. And we want to let everybody know for dear God, words are hard. So foremost, that it is the Lord that has made us have the success we've had. Without him, we are nothing. Without him, this business is nothing. We are totally and utterly dependent upon God for any kind of success, even moving forward. So we know without him, this just doesn't work, you know, because that's something we've even try to pray for is just, because I'm always trying to go to the next level. I'm like, okay, let's buy this. Okay, we can do this now. And she's the one holding the reins. My dear God, I'm blessed to have Katie because she has the patience with me when I'm because she'll be like, okay, we need to wait on, buying anything else until this point. Then I'll come back to her. Hey, I just saw online, they have this on sale. We talked about one in this light, or this speaker or whatever. And, but we just want to first just thank the Lord for everything he's done. Yes. Because it's all glory to him. It's not us.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready to see a live event online or something while everybody's all cooped up. You just need to get on and just I don't know, do some stories or some Instagram stories. I don't know. What are we going to do?
No, I love that. I genuinely love that idea.
Yeah, I want people, because if you don't know Daniel Barnett, you just need to know Daniel Barnett. I want everybody right now to go to every social media platform and look him up and find him and follow him. Do you have a personal Instagram?
I do. It's Daniel_Barnett_.
Yeah, follow that one too.
You'll also see some really nasty food challenge videos if you scroll down far enough.
Ooh. Oh. Hey, 13 Big Macs and no, I ate 6 Big Macs in 13 minutes. That's what it was. But then I ate a dozen glazed donuts and I thought I could do it in 3 minutes.
Okay, but these were the AT&T years.
They were.
When you were bored and unhappy and not and stuck and bored.
And that's the only reason anyone would eat 6 Big Macs.
Yeah. And then the person that videoed it also worked at AT&T, and you guys just had too much time on your hands and did food challenges. Yeah. So, hey, thanks for coming and talking to us. I'm excited about about what's coming up next for you guys.
We're really excited. We're really expectant.
All right, so how would you close out, Mr. DJ, if you're going to close out an event?
I'd probably just queue up I've had the time of my life. Thank y'all so much. I'm Daniel Barnett with RTR Pro Entertainment. We've had a wonderful time. Thank you so much for having us here. Peace out.
Well, friends, if you're planning a wedding in the month of Weddinary or any month this year, or planning any type of special event, I suggest you get in touch with Daniel or Katie ASAP and get your date on the calendar. Go check out their website and follow RTR Pro Entertainment on Instagram and Facebook. Let them know you heard them on the podcast. And hey, we've got a little bonus episode we're putting out on Friday. Just a little snippet with Daniel and Katie talking about all the things they've done and you should be doing if you're wanting to get your small business off the ground in the next year. Friends, so glad you joined us. We've got a Facebook page for the podcast as well as a YouTube channel. Just search What's Next God Podcast and click subscribe. Or you can find me on Instagram or Facebook under the name Melissa Matheson. That's math like 4 + 1 = 5, I before E, son, S-O-N. I hope you have a great week, and we'll be back here on Monday talking to an artist friend of mine about, well, art and other things. Come join us on Monday. I'll save you a seat. We're going to sit around the table, have a cup of coffee, and talk about what's next, God.